Hello there YouTube, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Nythical and we are going to be doing a spoiler-free review of Inside Out 2 today. I just saw it last night. It was so good, and Inside Out is my top favorite movies from Disney of all time. So I was really excited to see the second one, and I have to say, this is the perfect sequel. It is very well done, very well written. Not only that, but I feel like that it is easy to see. If you haven't seen the first one, you could definitely go see this one and still know what's going on. In the beginning, they kind of do like a quick intro of all of the emotions and all that. So it's a good film if you wanted to just see this one and you haven't seen the first one. I feel that it shows the new emotions that are introduced during puberty very well. Obviously, all of us go through puberty, so it was very interesting to see how they were going to portray it, and I felt like they did it very well because I think we're all pretty confused when these new emotions come in, and it was very well done, but showing that it's confusing for anybody to go through these and feel these new feelings that they've never felt before. The new emotions were hilarious, and it was really funny seeing them interact with each other. I loved that they did it. I love that they did it in the way that they did it. I'm trying to tell you without saying any spoilers, because I feel like I've been seeing already a lot of spoilers online, so I'm trying to avoid that. So if you want to discuss the film, I'm going to leave my comment section being the place where you can discuss spoilers. I will be posting spoilers in the comments as well. So just a forewarning, if you're wanting to stay spoiler free, maybe stay away from the comment section. I also feel that they explained the new emotions very well, and even with introducing anxiety, they explain the difference between anxiety and fear in a simple way that is easy for anybody to understand, and it's a great coming of age film for that reason. The one thing I will say, because I'm sure that you guys are probably knowing that since anxiety is being introduced into the film, you probably know that they are going to give us an anxiety attack, which films love to show bad anxiety attacks. I feel like movies, it's very rare that you see a well portrayed anxiety attack, and I think that this movie is probably the best feeling of anxiety attacks I've seen in a film. It was very well done. Even the way that the emotion was controlling the panel was exactly how you would think it would look if you actually had little emotions up in your head, controlling your panels and experiencing an anxiety attack at the same time. I also loved the new aspects that they added into the movie. Like, there's new things that they experience in the journey of the brain as emotions, and I think that they added really fun ones. And even the way that they added new things to Imagination Land, which, if you don't know Imagination Land from the first film, it's Imagination Land as a child, and then this is Imagination Land as somebody going through puberty. And I feel like it was so funny, and me and my friend were laughing so hard. Yeah, it's emotional. I definitely cried. I think I cried maybe like four or five times in total, but it's a good balance between laughter and crying. So it's not going to be like you're doing more of one over the other. I feel like the first one for me is like very heart-wrenching, and it hurts sometimes, but this was like a healing type of cry. Like it definitely felt like a simplified version of a therapy session for me. Once again, like I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a therapist. I have no experience in it whatsoever, but I do feel that it is a very simplified explanation of the psychology, especially going through puberty. And I think all of us can relate to it because we all go through it, and it's really hard. It's a really hard time in your life. For me, I feel like it was, at least. And I think that it brings light to the situation, because it's a lot of times skipped over. Like they talk about the changes of the body, but they don't really always talk about the changes of your mind at that age. So I feel like this film brought that, and I loved that they did that, because it's confusing. Like we all know it's confusing. It's a confusing time. So it was very sweet to see it written out and put into a film. They also add in some new forms of animation into the film, and it's so creatively done. I loved it. They break the fourth wall in the film, and I'm not going to tell you how, but it's so creative the way that they did it. And I think that scene, if you've seen the movie, that scene is probably my favorite part of the movie because it was just so funny, and I just felt like it was so creative, and the way that they added different animation into the film was just so fun, and it was exciting and new. It's something we didn't really get to see in the first one, so I really loved that they did that. And I just think that the animation studio did an incredible job. All of the people that worked on this film were amazing. The new emotions, their voice actors were incredible. I love Maya Hawke. I'm a huge Stranger Things fan. So seeing her play this part was really fun because it was kind of new, like a new side of her. And I thought she did so good, and it was just, I loved every second of it. It was hilarious, and I hope that you do go to see it. If you don't see it in theaters and you're waiting for it to go on Disney Plus, it's very good. I think that if you have a child that is at this age or about to be going into this age, it's going to be a very fun way to show them the things that you might not be able to easily explain to them, that the feelings that they're going through. If you don't have a kid and you're just an adult like me without kids and you struggled with this time in your life, I think that it's going to really hit you in the heart, and you might cry. You probably will cry. I cried. My friend cried. We were tearing up. So bring the tissues if you're planning on watching this movie. So I am going to wrap up this spoiler-free review because it's getting really hard for me to talk about it without telling you too many things. So once again, if you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments if you would like to see more of these. I don't really get to go to the theaters too often, but anytime I do, I will definitely do a spoiler-free review if you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to click like and subscribe for more. And once again, I'm going to leave the comments open as a spoiler place. So if you want to discuss the movie some more, you can do that in the comments below. So if you haven't seen the film, this is your warning. Don't read the comments if you don't want to see spoilers. And also, if you want to hang out with me live, I do stream over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Nythical. Please come by and say hello. I would love to meet you. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.